What is up, everybody? My name is Gladiator, and today I wanted to go over some of the top mods to come out in the first month for Ready or Not. The game barely came out December 17th, and there are already a bunch of mods for it, and I mean a bunch. Some really good ones too that change anything from AI to reskins to unlocking work-in-progress weapons. The modding community for Ready or Not has done a great job so far, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. So let's get into it and check out these mods. So the first mod that I wanted to go over is Better Enemy Behavior. This changes the AI, but basically they're not John Wicks anymore, or the non-suspects, civilians, won't run away from you as much and they'll surrender a lot easier. That way, you're not chasing them down forever, basically. It also increases the number of suspects to compensate for tuning down the accuracy a little bit. It is the most downloaded AI mod available currently on Nexus, and for good reason, because it does make the game a bit more forgiving and accessible for newer players.
So,
We got a suspect here ready for trainers.
nice tattoo.
Roger that. The suspect is expired. Don't move. Stay put.
My mom has a Mexican maid. You might
Civilian
know
good to
her.
go for evac. Make him secure. Restrain targets. Arrest.
Next up, sticking with AI tweaks, is my favorite AI tweak of them all so far, and it is the Terrorist Hunt game mode. The mod for the most part just removes the civvies and removes traps off doors, just leaving the suspects. It also increases the health of SWAT and the suspects to make the time to kill a little bit longer. Not by much, as you can see. It's still pretty quick, just makes the game a little bit more like Rainbow Six is Terrorist Hunt back in the day. Like Vegas 2, even Siege is Terrorist Hunt. And it's a little bit more fast-paced, obviously, than the vanilla game. You're not having to slow down for traps. The enemies aren't John Wicks again, so they're not going to beam you, in the head while they're running 20 miles an hour the opposite way. You're not going to have to worry about any of that. You can just go. It's basically a no-knock raid game mode. Go in hard, kill as many of the suspects as you can while trying to survive and conserve your ammo. Keeps things interesting. A little bit different than the slower gameplay, so I like it a lot. It's the one I've been using the most right now. For most of my videos lately anyways.
Suspect killed.
Talk to entry team. Roger that. Continue with your mission.
Moving clear.
All right, roger that.
Drop the gun. Suspect killed.
Talk to entry team.
The suspect has expired.
Talk reporting. Copy that, entry team. Notifying Morgan.
The suspect is expired.
Resolve. Proceed with your mission.
Suspect killed.
Next on our list is the faithful recreation of FoodWall from SWAT 4. It is the first map mod for Ready or Not, and this is the, I think, second iteration of it. Layouts, one-to-one. They do have some additional props and scenery, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Nicer to have a smaller map to play on, comparing to some of the other Ready or Not maps that are huge, and then, you run into the problem again, playing Where's Waldo, trying to find the last either civilian or suspect for a while. So this is it's small and contained. The only thing so far is when you're playing solo, I haven't been able to get the AI to do anything. They just kind of stand there at the spawn. So it's just you running through, which is fine. It's still really cool. So, but hopefully they can get that fixed later on. But it's a great co-op map to test out and run through. As you can see right now in the background, it looks really good. They did a great job. And then I'll show some gameplay of me just running through solo here in a minute. There's only, I think, 5 suspects on this map, and I don't know if the other mods that tweak the AI, if they actually affect this map or how to get them to do that yet. So right now there's only a few suspects on this map, and I don't think there's any civilians that I've ran into so far.
We've got a dead suspect here.
This is Talk. Talk copies all. Proceed with your mission.
We've got a dead suspect here.
Talk reporting. Affirmative, entry team.
Hands up above your head! Coming through here! Coming through here! Coming through here! We've got a dead suspect here.
Talk to high ground. Copy, entry team.
The suspect is expired.
Talk reporting. Affirmative, entry team.
We've got a dead suspect.
For reskin mods, the first up is the Vest Retexture Fix, and this is a simple but important mod as this mod allows the retexture of vests in the game. And so leading to that, the first reskin mod I really want to take a look at was the US Bortac Reskin. This reskin mod pack is amazingly detailed, from the multicam reskin of the uniform with custom patches, and the first person mechanics gloves down to the backpacks and gear for each SWAT member. Everything looks amazing, it's extremely detailed, and looks great in the game. The only thing that I've noticed so far is the neck seam. You can see you can see through it, so there's like the black, but that's about it. Everything else looks super detailed and amazing. The next mod we're going to take a look at is called Masks to All SWAT Members. Very simple mod, just does what the name implies, gives every single SWAT member a mask instead of just a few. And then the next mod we're going to look at is a Ghost mask from Call of Duty. I mean, what better way to showcase that every single SWAT member has a mask on than everybody rocking Ghost's mask for all your tactical needs. Alright, and to go great with the Bortac Reskin pack, next up is the GP NVG18 mod in tan. And this mod is just going to swap the model of the vanilla PVS night vision for the GP NVG quad nods, which look way better. But Gladiator, does it come in black, you ask? Yes, it does. It also comes in black. Alright, so far we fixed the AI, added a new map, and changed up how the SWAT team looks. So now let's get some new weapons with the Inaccessible Weapons Unlocked mod. This mod replaces all the vanilla weapons and equipment in the game with locked work-in-progress weapons and equipment. Now I'm not going to go too into detail on this mod as I do have a video that I already went over everything that's in this mod. I'll go ahead and put that in the description, and there should be a card somewhere on the screen here that you can click to check that video out if you'd like to. But I'm going to go ahead and just showcase some of this stuff here right now, and then we'll move on to the next one. So the next mod that adds different weapons, but again will replace the vanilla ones, is the Suspects Arsenal mod. This one's interesting, as it also changes the way you and your SWAT team look, as you can see here in the background. The submachine guns for the most part are the same as the previous mod. There are 2 new ones for the most part, though the assault rifles are all new and different. It does give you frag grenades and smoke grenades in place of like the stingers and flashbangs or 9-bangers. So that is pretty interesting. The frag grenades do work and they do kill people. They will kill you as well, so you know, be aware of that. And then when you're using the light machine gun, because you get the RPD here, when you are using that, just keep in mind you walk a lot slower than if you were carrying, you know, normal assault rifle or submachine gun or any other weapon in the game. So I think that's a pretty nice touch they added. But the RPD also has 0 recoil when you're aiming down sights. When you're hip firing, it has quite a bit of recoil and you can't control it. But I mean, as you see here in the background, 0 recoil when you're ADSing. When there's some assault rifles that have a ridiculous amount of recoil comparing to this thing. So, I mean, you're obviously, naturally, we're not supposed to be using this yet. It's, you know, a mod, so I just still think it's interesting. I've ran through a few maps, rounds with RPD, and it's broken. Let's put it that way. But, you know, vanilla Ready or Not is already a lot of fun. I hear the modding community has done an amazing job making the game even more enjoyable, and this is just the first month. I'm really excited to see where the future of this game goes, both with mods and with what the developers are doing in their next few updates here. We do have an update coming in sometime this month, only 2 weeks left, so hopefully soon. That should improve some things in the game, so we'll see how that goes. Well, that's all I have today, guys. Until next time, my name is Gladiator, and this has been a Ready or Not mod showcase. Thank you very much, and goodbye.